Utah is home to one of the largest living organisms on Earth. It's called Pando. It's approximately 80,000 years old and shares a single massive underground root system.
The forest of aspens is spectacularly beautiful, but is dying. Fox 13's Ben Winslow joins us in studio with how the race is on to save it. Ben?
Well, we often think of trees as one single entity, but the Pando clone is actually made up of about 43,000 aspen trees that comprise a single organism, all connected at the roots. But after thousands of years in existence, it's now dying, and scientists are trying to figure out why. This is the home of the gentle giant. This is Pando.
Right here in central Utah.
Located right off the road here in the Fish Lake National Forest, it's considered a wonder of the natural world and a roadside attraction.
We just kind of stumbled upon this place, and it's absolutely amazing.
I live in New York City, so it's a nice departure from buildings.
Connected at the roots, the Pando clone is about 106 acres in size. It's about 80,000 years old, and scientists estimate it weighs about 14 million pounds.
Pando in Latin actually means I spread. And this is a being or an organism that's been spreading for hundreds, if not thousands of years.
But the Pando clone, for all its majesty and beauty, is dying an ugly death.
And as the old trees die, the young trees come in, and as you look through this stand here, there's not a lot of young trees coming in.
Throughout the clone, you can see where the old trees are dying, but nothing is replacing them. There are many reasons why it's happening. Forest officials and scientists say it can't necessarily be pinned on one specific thing.
First, the adults are dying from a combination of drought and insects and disease. And these things typically work in combination, as opposed to just one creature kind of taking it out.
There are also many reasons why new trees aren't growing. Wildlife, livestock, and campers in the area have caused some problems too.
That looks like that's maybe 3 or 4 years old, actually. But between the dispersed recreation and the critters nipping on it, it's just not giving it a chance to get up and go.
Far and wide through the whole area, it almost looks like a city park or cemetery, which is easy to walk through because there's no trees in the lower part where we would be walking. There's only these big old trees, and now a lot of them are dying. So it really becomes a multi-generational formula. And this is something that we need to look out as forest ecologists, as land managers, and the state and federal agencies. We need to kind of try to forecast and look ahead.
At Utah State University, the Western Aspen Alliance has been studying the Pando clone. They're working with a coalition of landowners, foresters, conservationists, and recreationists on a plan to save it.
And we don't want the Pando to die, but it needs some help.
Now, coming up later in the newscast, the Forest Service and scientists are planning some experiments to save Pando. We'll show you exactly what they're planning to do to keep the aspen grove alive. In studio, Ben Winslow, Fox 13 News, Utah.